3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, to Iordan&Emily. Well, this is Iordan and
this is Emily. So I'm actually going to talk about culture shocks not only in Honduras but in total in Latin America. I feel like Latin American culture is similar, although obviously you would go to a different country in Latin America and you would find a completely different culture for you.
And she actually has the basis of actually beating the cultures. She was 1 year in Costa Rica, 2 months in Honduras, so she's been in her...
Nicaragua too.
Nicaragua, yes.
In Nicaragua for 4 weeks. This is things that I've experienced, and so I'm not trying to offend anyone with any of this. It's just things that happened to me and that were shocking for me. So, but yeah, let's start with the 5 things. We're gonna start with number 5 is caballerosidad or chivalry.
Yeah.
No, it's actually, I was a year in Costa Rica, and in like the first week they gave us a little cultural introduction also, and one of the things was that like how men usually treat women, and
we treat them well,
and how they're supposed to treat women too. Is that a few things, because here in Germany I feel like women and men are pretty much the same also in that, like I can open up a door for a man and a man can open up a door for me and it wouldn't be considered weird. Maybe yes, more men open the doors, but it's not weird for a woman to open them. And one of the things they mentioned, for instance, was the man actually walking on the side of the street where the cars pass.
The sidewalk, what part of the sidewalk?
On the part of the sidewalk where the cars pass. What? Like I think I actually started laughing because I was like, what? That's so new to me.
I actually did that a lot. I just grabbed Emily, put her on this side, she was like,
what's happening? I had to get used to that. Like also walking with other men on the street, on the sidewalk. I had to get used to going to my side of the sidewalk. Another thing was opening the car door for the woman. So you're really bad at those things. Some of them you do. But I have noticed that guys actually like go to the door where you enter the car, open it for you, and then go around the car and sit.
Because you requested it, because she requested to be treated as an equal. I don't do that, but it would be part of my...
Oh, because I don't want you to do that.
It is kind of true how treatment is. It's hard for me here in Germany specifically, like I open the door and women won't enter. They're expecting me to enter first. And it's just natural for me, and other people...
Things like that, yeah. You have to actually be careful because a lot of the things would be considered flirting.
See?
For instance, taking a seat in the bus or something like that, where for you guys it would be obvious that the woman would sit down.
Yeah.
But like, if there's a woman in the same age as a man, it just depends on, I guess, their physical condition. No. So sometimes it's actually rude to get up for a woman because you're actually telling her that she's needier than you in sitting down.
Don't worry, babe. I will never get up. Give my seat to you.
No! Number 4 is how they treat you when you're sick. I've had my fair share of being sick in Honduras or in Nicaragua. And it's so funny because the first question that you get is, oh, did you already get medicine? That's the very first question, not how are you, what are your symptoms, how do you feel.
You already take something, yeah.
It is. Here in Germany, we don't necessarily take that much medicine. It's like, okay, you're sick, like if you're not super sick, you just go to bed, maybe take like a tea or maybe an aspirin or something like that, but it's not like you start taking pills soon. If it's like a second day and you feel really crappy and then you go to the doctor and then the doctor gives you something to take. Okay. It does not have to be the doctor that gives you the pills, and it's more of a, okay, this pill, and if you take the pill then you're gonna be good again.
I have seen a lot of people back in my place that do just like, I have a flu, take a Panadol.
So number 3 is that you're not necessarily able to walk on the streets as freely as you're able to walk on the streets here?
It depends on where you are.
I know that in Costa Rica we walked quite a bit, but you also had to know where you're allowed to walk or where it's possible and what time of the day, just because of security, just because of taking care of yourself. And more so as a woman. Like here in Munich, I can take the S-Bahn, public transportation, at like 3 in the morning because nothing's gonna happen. I feel safe. In Honduras, for instance, I've never walked anywhere by myself. Like even to your grandparents' house, that's like super close. Like literally, it was down the street. It was what, if much, 50 meters. We took a car there, and I was shocked.
Okay, but we took a car because we were taking stuff. But
also,
yeah.
but like here, you would never even consider doing that. You would just try to carry the stuff over and go a couple of times or something like that.
Obviously, like it all revolves with the security, and obviously Latin America is not as secure as here in Germany, for instance. Being a woman alone in the night, taking the taxi back home, it's not trustworthy at all. Like maybe in some other countries it's safer than others, maybe not all of them, but normally that's the norm. Emily struggled a lot with that because she wanted to go out, and I'm like, no, you have to wait for us. We go with by car. Most of the times we just have to use the car. Walking, you do it, but with a lot of precautions. It's not recommended mostly in most places, especially in the big cities.
Number 2 is street descriptions. Here we all have an address with a street name and a street number with a postal code and the name of your city. And for me, that was the most normal thing ever. And then I remember first going to Costa Rica, they sent me an address because you always have to say where you're staying. They sent me an address, and the address was like, it's 100 meters from this site, like describing where you live rather than actually giving a street name and number.
Like the address normally it's just like, oh, okay, my house is the one located 100 meters north from a specific known place, and then you turn around to the left, you will see 2 cars that are not used anymore. One is red, one is brown, and then in front of it it's going to be a small shop.
And it's like the official description too. It's not just like when you're describing it to a friend or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is not usual here in Germany. No. Okay, and number 1 for today, which shocked me the most probably, is that no one tells you what's going on. You talked about us Germans being very organized, and with that also comes that people have to tell you where we're going, what's going on today, what's the plan for today, because there is a plan. There have been so many times where I just did not know what was going on. Like in the morning, like I would go with your mom and I thought we were gonna do just one thing, like drop you off to work for instance, and then go back home or something like that. And I didn't know what was gonna happen, me like sometimes even going like in pajamas because I thought I was gonna go home right afterwards anyways. And then in the end it was like a 3-hour shopping tour to different places.
I also get that a lot, that we're gonna run some errands, okay, we don't know how many errands, we're just gonna run them. It's like, okay. Emily, the first time she came, she didn't know what was going to happen.
The first day, yeah, I came and no one told me that we were going to leave or going to go anywhere. I did not know. I just got to my room and like everyone was kind of, I guess you just have to get the sense like when people are going and going somewhere.
You see everyone's like getting ready and stuff like that.
And I did not know that I was supposed to be getting ready or that we were going anywhere and that we were seeing people, like we were going to see
my family.
Our family. And I didn't know that was going to happen. So like I think in the car I was like, Iordan, where are we going?
But I was like, we're going somewhere. That's all I need. Yeah. But they need the whole information, like the whole info.
Not even the whole information, just where we're going. Like that would be enough information.
The thing is, like, if we're gonna do an errand and there's like a specific errand, okay, we're gonna go buy. Gonna go grocery shopping, right? And in the way to the grocery shopping, you always find, oh, I have to do something right now. So you just go. Sometimes we ask something, we don't, we just do something that's really quick, and we do a lot of things right before we go to the shopping. They happen, or things like sort of small that we don't think is necessary to mention. And that's actually one of the issues we have in a relationship, that I'm just like doing my stuff and she's like, what are you doing? I don't know, I'm just doing stuff. And she just wants to know what exactly I'm doing. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just doing.
I hope that all of this was fun information. Maybe you have other culture shocks that you want to share with us. And I definitely have more than just those things.
I mean, we can do another 5 videos next time. There's a lot of culture shocks, also from me being in Germany, she being in Honduras. Well guys, thanks for tuning in this week. We will have another video next week too. And we want to thank you all for the support we received in the last video. All the feedback we received was really good. And we hope this video was actually an improvement. Well, we're expecting you guys every week on this channel. You know what to do.
Subscribe,
like, and share. Bye!